Hello friends of TV Agro, my name is Norby Aguilera. Today we are going to talk about donkeys, in this case in the recreational field. The care of donkeys from the time they are small must be very delicate. At the moment we have 3 Catalan donkeys, which have a darker tone, and we also have our friends of the mammoth breed. They have an average age of 4 to 6 months old. They are currently going through the weaning process, which consists of separating them from their mother. The care we must take in this case is, first of all, to avoid causing them any kind of trauma. Since they are born until this point of weaning, they have always been with their mother. They have always been drinking milk from her. They live from their mother and eat next to their mother. Therefore, our objective is to separate them together, in a group, in a herd. In this case, they are in an average age. Almost all of them are of the same age, and we separate them to create that trust and that union between them, so that they do not feel alone, and therefore we will avoid that they feel distrust or feel alone. In this case, they may have difficulty eating. They may show distrust. They distrust everything at the moment. And in the course of their life, they will always be marked by the fact that since they were young, they were alone, and they will not want to live with anyone else. We separate them into small groups. In this case, there are 3 of them. We begin the process of which they stop drinking milk from their mother. And in this pen, we begin to give them concentrate in very small quantities. Since they are getting used to eating their concentrate. They also begin to learn about feeding hay, as well as the intake of water and salts, which are fundamental for them. As for the characteristics of the mammoth donkeys, their coat has a reddish tone, while their muzzle and abdominal part are white. Predominantly white, and in the case of them, when they are very small, their coat is quilted, similar to cotton, which they will lose in the course of their growth. On the other hand, in the Catalan breed, the tone is darker. They also have white on the muzzle and abdominal part. As far as growth is concerned, the mammoth breed can reach a height of approximately 1.45 at the withers, while in the Catalan breed, we can find specimens that can reach 1.6 in height. They are very docile animals. In this process, we begin the process where they have contact with a human being, with people. As for their feeding, it is quite natural, including concentrate water and hay. We also allow people to live a great experience, including children. They can feed the donkeys, giving them pieces of carrot. This part is essential for them. Why? Because they come from living with their mother during their life. In this case, from the moment they are born until the moment they are separated, they live only with their mother. They only know their mother. This is where we start their interaction with human beings. In the case of donkeys, we must be very careful, because like all animals, they can present diseases. They also present something common such as colic. These can be detected in them because they will always show us some signs. In this case, the signs that they usually show us are stretching. They do stretching positions. They hit the abdomen with their hands or paws. Many times, because of the pain they feel, they usually lie down and give a series of bounces on the floor or on the grass. They can even present sweating in their body, which indicates that they are experiencing colic. In these cases, this is handled with a due procedure. And of course, the veterinarian will be in charge of intervening them and performing the procedure so that they have the due care. In the case of the burritos for recreational purposes, there is a specific process for them to acquire enough confidence to approach us at feeding time. During the week of weaning, we start a process in which we give or show them the concentrate. The carrot, and they assimilate the other foods that we are going to give them once they are separated from their mother. In this case, when the day comes that people come to feed them, the burritos are already confident enough. They already have a great capacity to accept food without biting people, so they will be more careful when receiving food. Well, at this moment we are going to go to the place where we have the donkeys, their mothers. In this case, they are going to look a little thin, but this is due to the energetic expense that they have during the breastfeeding process. Since the small donkeys in their feeding wear them a little more, they suffer a little more wear. This precisely because of their own nutrition.
La nutrición de ellas mismas.
One process that we perform in the case of donkeys is a deworming process. We perform it here every 6 months in order to safeguard their well-being and health. In this case, we can see donkeys when they are not dewormed. They can look chubby. Their stomach protrudes due to the presence of parasites in the digestive system. Donkeys are very docile animals. They are very calm and patient animals. They are animals that make us love them very much. We must take into account that they are animals that in other circumstances are used for cargo work. We have them for recreational purposes, and in this case we offer the public the opportunity to come to spoil them, to interact with them, to admire them, since they have different things that they teach us just by observing them. I hope you liked it. This is a small sample of our friends, the burritos. Stay tuned to TV Agro.